Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Briana and welcome back to Sketch Sunday. And we are joining this month May I Scraplift You, and we are doing a exclusive sketch. This one is by Sharon Hutchinson, who has scraps again on Instagram. Here is her layout from that sketch, and I have to tell you, I followed more the sketch than the layout, but I love Sharon's layout. I started off by trying to make some Polaroids on my Cricut. You can see there on the left, those were huge, and then I made another one that was a little bit better, but I finally figured out the photos need to be 3x4, and so then I could make the Polaroids a better size. These are photos from my husband and I went to see our friend do an Ironman. So these are the photos at the finish line. The one photo is the screen of him crossing the finish line, and then the next one is my husband giving him a high five after he's finished the finish line. So I have this kind of this pre-done background. I just have a whole bunch I have in a stack. And so I thought this would be perfect for kind of the texture of the sketch. And I will tear each side to make that frame. Now I have to tell you, on the sketch is a sketchy border, and by the end of the sketch, or by the end of the layout, I totally forget to do that. But I still, I mean, I'm in love with this, with the how this layout comes out. And so thank you so much, Sharon, for the great sketch and for the great layout. I think of myself usually as more of a simple scrapper, and this layout and sketch are perfect for that. And it is so simple. It's got a lot of interest, but it's so simple and it comes together rather quickly. So, oh, you can see I used a pattern paper on the other side, and it's white on the side I'm using it on. Um, I put these down and didn't like the way they were, so I just picked them up and tried it again. I do rip my paper a little bit, but you will never see that because that photo is going to lay right over the top of there. Make sure to check down below and you will see the list of who's playing along with Sketch Sunday, along with the playlist for May I Scraplift You. Now I have to let you in on a secret. Well, it's not really a secret. 2 weeks ago, I scraplifted the wrong person. Not that it was wrong, but everybody else was doing Sharon 2 weeks ago for the Sketch Sunday. She is listed. She was listed 2 weeks ago for May I Scraplift You as well, and you can do them any day you want. There's no assigned thing. But the Sketch Sunday crew all did Sharon 2 weeks ago. I did Sandra Lee. So today, while everybody else is doing Sandra Lee, I am doing Sharon Hutchinson, and um, that's why it is the way it is. So it all works out in the end, doesn't it? So I'm happy to be scrapping Sharon today, and Sandra was 2 weeks ago. If you want to go take a peek and go look at it. First I pull out these 49 and Market flowers, and I knew I didn't have a lot. I don't have a lot of the flowers left. Um, and I ended up pulling out a rub-on of the leaf. And once I get that done, I go back into my stash and realize I have more of these rub-ons in pinks and oranges, and you'll see that in just a moment. And I decide to go that route rather than having these flowers, the florals, that are so different from each other, just because they're in the same color family. Uh, and I like how this looks a lot better. There's the orange. I don't end up using those, and there's that pink. And it matches the one that I pulled off the other rub-off sheet. So I like the way that looks. And then I will just trim out a couple different leaves, or branches, or leaves on branches to put in different parts of the layout. And then, in case you haven't heard me say before, these rub-ons from 49 and Market are like no other rub-ons you've had before. Like if you had some from like 20 years ago, uh, likely they don't work anymore, but these are amazing. So they go down very easily. There is some mixed media around the leaves that is kind of funky because like if it doesn't all rub down, you can just plunk it down in the other part of your layout and make it in it. It's all looks like it should be there because of the mixed media. There is that tiny little leaf on the bottom that I had trimmed off of something else, and I will actually just leave it right there and rub it down there, and that turns out cute too. I had just another piece to that branch, and I thought I would just take it over on this on the left side where I have just that little branch, and it fits in really nice there, and I kind of overlap it and rub it on. We are getting to the end of May and the end of May I Scraplift You for the month. I will be participating in the 30 Days of Sketches with Krista's Beautiful Life. That starts June 1st. I will not be playing along every day. Um, I actually have a hike coming up with a girlfriend of mine. We're going to hike the Yorkshire Dales in England, and we will be doing 10 miles a day for 8 days. So I will have some videos done ahead of time. I'll get my at least three a week done before I go so that there will be content up and you can watch along with that. But I'm sad in that I won't be able to do the everyday because I do love those sketches. But if there's any way that I can use the sketches later in the year, I totally will. Um, I said that about the last 30 days of sketches where there was a couple I skipped and I was going to catch up and I haven't. Um, so I just keep plugging along and seeing what I can do and having fun with May I Scraplift You for this month. So, all right, all the rub-ons are down and these are still 49 in market pieces. I wanted to use that for my journaling block. I try a couple different things that aren't going to really go there. And the other thing to know is that, it is a simple layout. You don't need a lot. So Spectacular is my title. The journaling bit says captured. And then I tried tickets. Tickets aren't going to work there. It kind of bulked it up and it didn't need to be bulked up. I do have that butterfly slash moth there, which is going to stay there. And I do find this kind of film strip negative type thing. I am going to use it on both sides and I'm going to not line them up purposefully so it kind of looks like there's two of them laying underneath there. Um, Spectacular is the title, and I end up finding that there's people at the bottom of that picture that I don't want to see. So it was just people in the crowd, and I just overlapped that. And because I have that big butterfly up on the left corner there, I want to do kind of a visual triangle of butterflies. So I've got these two little ones, and they're going to switch spots in a minute. There you go. And I will get those glued down. And I think I think that's about it. I do go back after the pictures are taken and put the date on. It was September 9th of last year. I do use some foam adhesive underneath the butterflies just to give them a little bit of dimension. I'm going to use my liquid glue for the film strips or the negative pieces so that I can just slide them around a little bit as I need to because I don't want to line them up. I want them to look like there's two different ones tucked underneath there. So I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day and please come back and see me again soon.